Felix the Chai writes in and says, WTF licorice? I have no clue where it comes from. So Felix the Chai, today's episode is for you. Today's sponsor is Little Bit Sweets, and you can check them out online at littlebitsweets.com. Guys, it is almost Mother's Day. That means it's time to get your gifts for mom. Visit littlebitsweets.com and take a look at their awesome array of delicious Brooklyn-based confections, everything from candy bars to amazingly delicious salted caramels. Check them out online at littlebitsweets.com and wow your mother this Mother's Day. Licorice, spelled like this or like this, is a candy that is flavored with the licorice root of the licorice plant. It's typically black and sweet, and it has sort of a medicinal spice flavor to it that's kind of similar to anise or to fennel. It's a unique flavor. You really have to try it or have had tried it to really know what it tastes like. The licorice plant is in the legume family, which makes it pretty close to peas. It is native to the southern part of Europe and parts of Asia. Today you'll find it growing in Spain, India, and Iran. And licorice root is one of the most popular roots in the world. In fact, for centuries it's been turned into a deliciously sweet beverage in Egypt, and its Greek botanical term actually means sweet root. And though it tastes similar to anise and fennel, it is actually in no way related to either plant. The licorice plant is used to flavor food, tobacco, cosmetics, and of course, licorice candy. Modern licorice candy comes from the 17th century in Holland. At that time, Holland was a super powerful nation. We still love you, Holland. And they distributed licorice all throughout Europe. And that's why it's super popular there today. Fun fact, 90% of the world's licorice that is used as a flavoring agent is used in tobacco. A very, very small percentage of it is actually used in licorice candy. Today, it's more common to use anise to flavor licorice candy. Who knew? Carbonexylene is a compound derived from licorice root that is used to cure peptic ulcers. The only downside is that it massively creates high blood pressure, so people are using it less and less. Today I'm going to make a licorice caramel for you, and we're going to use anise as the primary flavoring agent as opposed to actually licorice root because it's hard to come by and it has those quirky health side effects. I'm also not going to use black food coloring because I don't really need food coloring in my body. However, you can pick up black food coloring and add it if you want. First, line a square baking tray with aluminum foil and coat it with butter. In a saucepan over medium heat, melt 1 stick of butter. When melted, turn your heat down to low and add a cup of sugar and whisk that together. Then add half a cup of corn syrup and 7 ounces or half a can of sweetened condensed milk. Whisk this together. Finally, add a pinch of salt. Cook this over the lowest possible heat until it reaches 240 degrees. That process took me about an hour. When it reaches 240 degrees, take it off the heat, add some anise extract, stir it in, and pour it into your lined baking tray. Let it sit overnight, then slice it up and enjoy. So that's how you make licorice. Be sure to join us on our Facebook community at danieldelaney.com/Facebook. Check out our sponsor for Mother's Day, littlebitsweets.com, and tune in tomorrow for another What's This Food?